All of you. Let's kick it off with a beautiful, gorgeous octagon gemstone ring surrounded with a halo of white topaz. These are not small. These are the big ones. Michael Valitutti is here, our graduate gemologist, our award-winning designer. Can I call these honkers, Michael Valitutti? He's famous for his big rings, and those are brilliantly large stones. We have a sapphire, we have a ruby, we have an emerald. Talk about the big three. But what a great way to kick off the hour. Michael, great to be with you.
Well, great to be with you. And you're right, these are honkers, especially when you get to the precious gemstones. For example, in the middle, the ruby, the center stone alone is 4 carat. It's all natural ruby, and it comes to us from the Topaz mine. So on top of the center stone, you get a carat 60 side stones on top of that. So it's giving you 5 carat 60 total weight. The sapphire is from Kanchanaburi. It's a full 3 carat solitaire, and the emerald, 3 carat, making it the largest single emerald I've ever sold in one solid stone, and that comes to us from the Belmont mine, located near Itabira in Brazil. So you got 3 amazing stones at an incredible price point. And folks, it's very hard in gemology to bring you these super large stones. And there is the Belmont Emerald Mine, and it's a schist emerald mine, similar to Grizzly, a little bit different because it's underground now. And I visited that mine, and the color of the stones is natural. So the green in that emerald is natural green. It's not irradiated or dyed. It's actual natural green emerald. Look at that ruby. That's a 4 carat ruby center stone alone.
Yeah, I love this ring. And by the way, if you do want either the emerald or the ruby or the sapphire, you're getting an incredible sale price today, nearly $100 off. So if you've always wanted it, you've been waiting for it, maybe you want to lock it in the lowest price we've ever offered, we can get it out to you on FlexPay for less than $50 a month. Beautiful on Miss Valerie. Come on in and take a look at my hand, and I want to show them each to you and tell us what makes these so special. Michael, first of all, the size off the charts, like jaw-dropping sizes. When we talk about the ruby, we're talking about a 4 carat ruby. These are emerald cut solitaires, 10 by 8 millimeters. These are so big. These are so glamorous.
And you know why we're getting that ruby at that size is because the Topaz mine is a relatively new discovery. The GIA wrote about it in 2017, so it hasn't been around that long. So it's still very shallow. It's an open pit mine, and they're able to get a lot of high quality material, which is why, Sarah, we're able to get our hands on these 4 carat specimens. And the ruby from the Topaz mine, that is natural red color. That's the colors that comes out of the mine. You can look at all the articles. It's really an amazing find.
Ooh, and that's that pigeon blood red. That's the ruby that you want. It's the color of passion and love and fire. And look at that wonderful vintage design. You've got the cluster of the white topaz. It looks like diamonds. You have all solid sterling silver with the palladium alloy that resists tarnishing. It's very strong. It's very durable. That's the ruby. I do want you to know the ruby, I'm going to switch over to the next one, is the most limited. I'm gonna check with my producer. Are those what we have remaining? Okay, so we have 42 of you that can grab the ruby. I'll see if we still have most of the sizes. Sizes 5 through size 12. Good news is I still have every size in the ruby, but that might be your last look. Let's talk about the emerald, Michael. This is for May babies. Maybe you didn't get what you wanted for your birthday this year. This has to be the single largest emerald that I've ever shown on television. I don't think I've ever presented an emerald of that size.
I've never presented a 3 carat emerald. Folks, it's a 3 carat emerald for under $250. You have to understand that almost all emeralds that you will ever see in a jewelry store, even from myself, the individual stones mostly are 1/2 carat and under. That's normal for emerald. It's a 3 carat solid emerald. It's not assembled, it's not pieces put together. It's one solid emerald cut emerald that's 3 carat plus a carat 60 side stones. So it's 4 carat 60 for under $250. That's a deal.
Wow, and it's so glowing. It's like this lush and verdant green. Everything about it is so captivating. I'm gonna slip that off and let's get to the sapphire. So we do have your birthstone if you're a May baby, that's the emerald. July, there's your ruby. So maybe you've got a July birthday coming up or you know someone who does. Wow, doesn't this look regal in the sapphire, Michael?
Oh, absolutely. And to get that size in the sapphire and ruby is very difficult. Why? Because those stones are what we call travelers. So when rubies and sapphires form, they form inside of a mountain. And it's only through eons of erosion that it's eroded down, and the rubies will travel down a mountainside. When that started, the dinosaurs were still around. So as they travel, they become smaller. They get tumbled by Mother Nature. That's why we don't go to stores and see big rubies or big sapphires or big diamonds, because they travel. And as the stone travels, it gets smaller over the eons of time. So to give you a 3 carat or 4 carat sapphire or ruby, I have to start with a piece of rough that's almost 10 carat to cut it down, to do what I call a preform, to give you that. That's unheard of. You can go to the Tucson Gem Show and you can count on one hand the dealers that have emeralds, rubies, and sapphires that size.
Yeah, in fact, go ahead and take a look at this ring. I'm gonna give you a close-up here. I wanna share with everyone, as soon as we're set up, I'll share this really cool new camera we have. It's called the Gem Cam. So this is something new, and I want you to go ahead and let me know on Facebook. I'm on HSN's Facebook page right now. I should say my Facebook page, Sarah Anderson TV on Facebook. Let me know what you think of our new Gem Cam. I'm gonna just sort of find the light and find the focus here for you so you can really dive in and see a nice big close-up of this ring. This is your last look at the sapphire. I now have only 3 dozen of you that can grab, I'm sorry, the ruby. I only have 3 dozen remaining if you do want that ruby. But you can really see the setting of the topaz, and you can see the scroll work on the silver.
I love this close-up camera. Thank you for doing it, because I've always told people when you get it home, take a jeweler's loupe. Well, that's what it's going to look like when you magnify it. Look at the quality of that stone. I mean, it's filling up your screen. Again, for the price, this is genuine Montepuez ruby from Mozambique. And GIA in their article said it is the ruby discovery of the 21st century. That mine is producing now 40% of all the rubies in the world. The color, the quality for the price is untouchable.
So let us know if you are loving it or not. We do have about $100 off our regular price. Here's another look at that sapphire. That just makes me kind of want to dive right in, doesn't it, Michael? I mean, that is just decadent. It's rapture. Look at the size of that sapphire. What kind of carat weight in the sapphire? Is that another like 3 carat sapphire?
Yeah, 3 carat sapphire. And that comes to us from Canchanabry. And let me turn around here. Yeah. That picture right there behind me, I'm pointing to it, that's me in Canchanabry right there. And that is the mine where that was mined from, is in Canchanabry, Thailand, and is famous for producing natural blue sapphire, and it only produces blue sapphire. It's the most amazing operation in the world, and that's where I picked up that rough. Now I gotta tell you, Sarah, when I was there and they mine this and they take all the gem-bearing gravel and they sort it, only a small percentage will ever produce rough, anywhere approaching that size. Look at that ruby. Okay, now there I am at the Belmont Emerald Mine. Now there what I mean by natural green color. A lot of people think, Sarah, oh, they did something to the emerald. They, I don't know, irradiated it. No, I was in the mine. That is the mica schist. When they uncovered it, I saw them extract these crystals. They're natural green color. It's the real deal.
Very impressive.
And you have to go to a mine to see it.
These stones are so impressive. If you do want to shop about $100 off a regular price, rubies, emeralds, and sapphires, oh my, $50 to get that home. And we've got a lot to talk about. We have a very fast-paced hour. We still have the cluster rings coming up, but I want to give you a quick look at